What's going on, guys? It's Mark and John here. We are coming at you this month, well, for most of the Midwest, and seems like most of the country, with rainy weather. So we wanted to talk to you a little bit about, I know the saying, it's April showers brings May flowers, but we're still in March, right? We're still seeing that wet weather, and we understand the trials and tribulations that come with wet weather, right? Comes water in and around the house. So we wanted to go over a couple quick tips to make sure that you're paying attention over this next wet season. A couple things that we wanted to mention, right, is getting that water away from the house. That is extremely important, right? Water, well, I mean, it makes canals, right? I mean, the Grand Canyon, everything else, water will penetrate your foundation, right? So we want to make sure that your gutters aren't clogged still. We want to make sure that that sump pump is working. Guys, if you hadn't had the opportunity over that long winter, which over that snow we had, I'm sure you heard it working. So go down there, give it a double check, make sure nothing's obstructing that float, make sure that battery backup's still on, because we know we're going to get some storms. So that being said, also, when maintenance for your AC unit, right, we're going to be starting to get into that warmer weather, but we also want to make sure that that drain for that AC unit is not clogged. Things that also get, corrosion, right? As it gets older, we don't want to make sure that those bust. We're looking at water heaters. We're looking at drains and pipes on the back of refrigeration units. Those are some things that we're consistently seeing cause water damage inside of the household. So that and an abundance of others that we are going to be sending out in this newsletter, we want you to be cognizant of. But worst case scenario does happen. That's why we're here, right? We are claim specialists, and we take a great amount of pride in making sure that the coverage is there to help you. John, if this does happen, what do we got for him?
Thanks, Mark. For those of you who had not had a chance to work with me, you're probably very blessed, as I work on the claims side. And so I'm very excited to talk to you guys about some things, because we've had more claims every spring that's compounded for the last 4 years. We're having very wet weather. So the first thing, if you have water damage, we need to figure out how it's coming in. So is this a situation where we're getting a ton of rain and we have a sub pump failure and it's coming up through the drain? Is this a situation where the pipe attached to the water heater has come disconnected? That kind of tells us what direction we need to go. You have to stop the water from coming in. So most of the times your first step is to contact a plumber that can help locate the source of where the water loss is coming from. And that way we can stop the water from coming in. Then at that point in time, a lot of times we would recommend you working with a service center that does mitigation for water, so that they can get you dried out at that point in time. But they won't be able to come out and help you out until the water stops coming in. A couple things that you're not going to want to try to do on your own. Please don't take your regular vacuum cleaner and try to suck up any of that water.
The Dyson doesn't like that too much.
The Dyson doesn't like that. The people that handle water mitigation, they do it with very specific equipment. They understand how to dry things out really well, and they do a very, very good job with that. So don't feel like you have to try to take those things into your own hand. Please also, those areas that got wet, you don't want to track through them very often. Obviously that there is a slipping exposure there, but also you can start to damage some of those things. If there's furniture down there, you want to move your furniture away, because there is a danger of that wicking up into those items there. And then after those things have taken place, feel free to give us a call. You can call us as soon as you want during the entire process, but a couple of things that definitely need to happen before we get too far in terms of homeowners insurance is, let's get the water under control. Let's get somebody that can get that dried out. We have great contracts with, well, not contracts, we have connections with Peerless, with ServiceMaster, with ServPro, and they'd love nothing more to kind of help you out. All the things that Mark talked about, super important, because if we can prevent any of this from happening, it'll save you a headache in the long run. But if it does happen, guys, we can help you with all those things, but just follow those important steps there, and we can control how bad that claim gets.
Yeah, definitely. In addition to the mitigation specialist, right, we also have an abundance of insured contractors that can definitely help you get put back together. So rest assured, we want you to have a very safe, an amazing spring, seeing all of that plants come back to life. It's been a long winter here, but if anything does happen, we're going to be here for you guys. So as always, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for being part of the family, and we look forward to hearing from you on good terms.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bailey Family Insurance. We have plans for